how do y'all deal with the different things on social media? Are you one of the some social media people who get on, show positivity, support, love, might see some things on your feed, but not very. And what I mean by this, if it's something negative, see it, but you're not very interested in it. It just popped up on your feed. Or are you one of these ones who spend a lot of time on social media? Nothing wrong with that, because if you run a business and you can send across the United States for your business across the world, that is a very good thing. So you have to be on social media a little more than other people do. But like how I said, with social media, how you navigating through it? Is it you're using social media to uplift, for positivity, giving back into the community? Are you using social media to show love, laughter? Are you using social media to motivate, to influence? And what I mean by that is when I say influence, like if you were going through sorry everybody. If you were going through say a tragic time like a death, and you've never navigated through that, and you did certain things to um set up so that this would never happen to you again, are you using social media to like tell people about things like that, so that makes you an influencer? No. If you get on here and dance, it makes you an influencer. Me coming right now makes me an influencer, because I'm posing questions and asking people, participate in the comments. Hey, replay viewers. But I'm just saying, when I say motivate, I shouldn't always say I shouldn't say in, inspire people, inspirational. I shouldn't say influencers. How are you motivating? How are you inspiring? How are you showing up on social media? Are you taking the time to understand that it's going to be people who are going to come in your social media, who are going to try to uproot the room and make the room into a negative and not keep it positive, and you're doing something positive in your room? Are you a person that you like to shake the feathers in social media and see how it plays out? Even say you, and when I say shake the feathers, because it don't mean every time you could put something up and know that like it's gonna get some kind of backlash through the community, right? But are you a person that every day, I want that social media drama, I don't care what nobody say, I'm gonna put this out there and I'm gonna be out there? So how do you use social media? How is social media influencing you? How will you continue to keep using social media? With the influence that goes on, are you using it for positive? Are you using it to, like I said, motivate? Are you using it to inspire people? Are you using it to talk about business information? Are you using it because you're a Bitcoin person? Are you using it because you're a graphic designer? How do you use social media and keep it balanced for you, your household, your loved ones? How do you use it? How do you represent and not have social media be to the point where it's just drama chaos? Is where you're not feeling like, I can't get on social media because people are hurting my feelings. I can't say that I don't care about the world and then I'm sitting here crying, because they're gonna rev up and be like, "Oh, you don't care? Let's see how much I can throw at you." Everybody cares. Everybody cares. Okay? Everybody cares. I know some people don't care as much, but everybody cares. So, like I said, how are you using social media? How are you showing up for the community? How are you showing up for yourself? Are you doing things that pour back into yourself, that can pour back into the community? Because, like I said, if we're talking about I want to inspire somebody, I'm putting my story out there. Because, like I said, if you were, and I'm not saying funerals or things like that, but if you could find a way where you could plan a funeral like how our grandparents used to do, they used to buy burial plots and things like that, and you're able to plan the funerals for the people, buy these burial plots, do all these things, and you're at a young age and you've never had somebody show you this, are you're inspiring somebody, you're motivating people, you're telling people. We've seen people walk across the United States, we've seen people unfortunately on the top of the Empire State Building. That might have not been the best motivation, but it was talked about, it was on the internet. We seen the man who was in the house on in California. If it was about a movie, if it was about how long he could survive, if it was about the city did not shut him down and he could do it for 30, 45 days, it was talked about. It was on social media. We know that the man was on top of the hospital, or woman, whoever. It was talked about. Lovable creation. So, like I said, how are you using social media? How are you dealing with it? How do you deal with what goes on that's on social media? Like I said, everything do not have to be negative at all. Because, like I said, you could be building wealth. People use Bitcoins. People are inspiring people. People are motivating people. People are building communities. People are building friendships. So how are you using it? How will you continue to use it? How will you show up? I thank everybody who has came in. I appreciate y'all so much. Everybody who watched the replay, I thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Please leave in the comments if you've watched this. How would you treat social media, or how do you treat social media? How do you show up? What would be something that, just say a positive and a negative, that you wish that you could see more of on social media and less of on social media? So y'all have a great rest of y'all day, and I'll catch you guys very soon.